Thank you, Leo. Not leaving succeeding generations with a financial debt has become the economic clarion call of the last 20 years. Yet, inaction on climate change will leave our children and our children's children with a far, far, far bigger debt. An unpayable debt. A planet where we simply can't be healthy. Whether because of extreme weather events, catastrophic floods, displaced populations, food shortages, lost livelihoods, or destroyed infrastructures. The debt will be a planet with decreasing freshwater supplies, explosive outbreaks of disease, and changes in diseases such as malaria, dengue fever, and bacterial meningitis, which are so very sensitive to climate variability. The impact of climate change will be universal. It can't be limited by quarantine. It will be unpredictable, and if we're too late, we simply won't be able to adapt. We won't be able to treat our way out of an unhealthy planet. We won't be able to rely on the miraculous cures or a simple vaccine. Act now or pay later. I'd like to acknowledge your courage and your bravery for being here today, for marching, for acting, and importantly for thinking ahead. We all know prevention is better than cure. As a doctor, I've seen it firsthand in so many cases. Well, responding to climate change is the ultimate test of prevention. Being able to constructively and assertively confront the threats that climate change poses for our health. If we reduce carbon emissions, we directly improve our health. Effective climate control is good health. How do we cope with these threats? What do we tell our children? What do we tell our grandchildren? Don't be afraid. Don't let your friends be afraid. Be active, be assertive, and channel the fire in your belly. Talk, share, write to your local paper, to the banks, tweet, post, get together, invest in renewable energy, divest from fossil fuel companies, install solar. Even convince your neighbour, who may be too afraid to think of the future, to get up. Just as we need renewable energy and sustainable solutions, we have to be able to ensure that we can renew and sustain our own emotional health and our own physical energy to cope with these threats of climate change, and to insist, force, demand, cajole and convince our governments to act.